Hey, folks, it's Lindsey Hudson with SPS back in the building out in Weberville, Michigan, 15 miles east of Lansing. And I'm here with one of Lansing's finest, my guy, Mr. Treyshaun Adams. Coach Trey, what's going on? Representing Everett and all that. Not a whole lot. You good. Trey is real cool. You just got off the jet. You was in the tropics. Where was you? You was somewhere?
Yeah, I was in Aruba.
Aruba love. That's cool. You made it look real good. You made it look real good.
Say that, man. Take a little break after the season.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, I had to pull you over here for your media obligations. You know, you're one of the coaches for the AllStar game coming up. You know, you're representing the West team.
Yeah, we got the West.
That's good. The West is the best side, right?
Yeah, you already know it.
That's good. So talk about how that even came about. It was through your announcement that you were doing it that I even found out about the event. So tell me how that came about.
Yeah, well, man, I was at home working. And, you know, just coming up.
So closer to you right there. A little closer.
A little closer? Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Just coming up, you know, with some summer ball stuff. Starting June.
Right.
And Mike hit me up, said, you know, telling me about it. And, you know, they usually have it at LCC.
Sure.
Said they wanted me to coach. And you know me, man, I'm game. It's basketball, so.
And see, and you're chomping at the bit anyway, because from when we talk, you know, the tragic season of COVID, you guys were kind of just right there. You had your challenges and whatnot. So, you know, this was a great opportunity.
Yeah, so just give me another chance to get another game under my belt. It was a pretty short season, a little shorter than I would like. But you know, anytime to be around ball, coach ball, play. Wow.
Sure.
So
I mean, that's why I'm over here posted up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Loving it. You know, it's funny because I think about, I'm going back to our first conversation we had when COVID just started. It was a virtual conversation. We were sitting down and it was really talking about how your star was really rising. You were following the leadership and mentorship of Coach Casey Keaton over at Everett, and that was just kind of blooming and coming up.
Right.
And next thing you know, not only did you get the head coaching job, congratulations again,
Thank you.
but now you coaching the AllStar team.
Right.
So take me through that for our listeners and our viewers to get an understanding of, one, if you're working hard, your time is coming.
Right.
And two, just talk about how things can go. I mean, it was just a year ago that we was on one thing.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're here. So just talk about that experience.
Yeah. You know, every time me and you talk, I always talk about just putting the work in.
Yeah, you do.
And putting the work in and just being there. And, you know, sometimes it's not, you know, it gets overlooked.
But Trey, the work, I'm being devil's advocate. The work, man, is mundane. It's just the same thing. I feel like I ain't going nowhere. I'm just doing it over and over again. And everybody getting on, but I'm still here.
Right. But that's when a lot of people drop off. Is doing the work. And so when you drop off too soon or before your time, you know, you can't look at somebody else and say, oh, they got this going, this already popped off for them. You got to stay in the grind. And, you know, the right people to see you, especially if it's for you. Yeah. You know, and if it's something that you really do want to do and really passionate about. Like, you know, when I first got, you know, I've coached 10 years ago, maybe a little longer now. I was in college still. Just middle school, elementary, and then didn't get to the high school range until about 5-6 years ago when Keith asked me to be the assistant freshman.
Shout out to Keith, my guy Keith.
Boy Keith, you know, I
shout out to Coach's coaching.
You
say what?
You know, I always got this one.
Yeah, because he'll get you too. He'll get you too. We got you on this one, Keith.
Right. So, you know, there's no pay in the freshman assistant coach. You know, and then even getting the varsity job or the assistant varsity job, there's no in Lansing School this year. There's no pay in that either. You know, thank goodness for Coach Keith looking out on me for a couple $2 here and there. You know, but over there, while I was over there, I was able to get the middle school job too. Okay. So, you know, that came with a check. But, you know, just, you know, mornings, 5 a.m.s with the boys, you know, I told you about all this. And, you know, being around and just putting in the work. And then, you know, the opportunity presented itself. And, you know, thank goodness for KC and Coach Smith, you know, rest in peace, you know, thinking highly of me and me being able to put that work. But if I had never put that work in, they could have easily went with somebody else, either off of just the name or whatever, you know, just been around for a while. But because I put that work in and because I've been around and the boys can vouch for me, the boys that have graduated can vouch for me, other coaches can vouch for me.
Your name's good in these streets.
Yeah, so, you know, I've got that behind me to sit on. So it ain't just like, oh, somebody gave me the job. No, I got the work in, so even if it is.
Oh, yeah, they'll look at you being very personable and real cool and charming, if you will. Like, oh, yeah, he just finessed that, whatever. Like, no, cuz.
Yeah, I was in the grind. Like, I was in the gym with my boys. Like, I was trying to play next season.
I was with them shooting in the gym.
Yeah, for real. And Man, some of them still got me in the gym.
Still got you in the gym.
I'm talking about the ones that's graduated. So I still got my obligations with my players, of course, and I'm still like I feel obligated to them as well. Coach, we in the gym. Coach, we get in the gym. Come on, man.
Well,
I get off work at 5.
Listen. This is. I don't want to make anybody nervous over Everett, but I kind of said this the last time we talked. Now I'm saying there's a next level to high school basketball, and that's you showing all the signs and the characteristics. And I know you're focused on where your feet are right now, but I'm looking at you now, like, man, I can see you on college level.
You know, that's a dream. Just like they want to go to college. I would like to progress there, but when it's for me, if it's for me, I'm gonna wherever I'm at though. I'm gonna put the work in there, so at least that's solidified, and I'm gonna stand on my word.
Let me say this for our listeners and viewers. Y'all gonna have to rewind this, and the reason I say that because we're joking, we're having fun, but the whole time you were saying that, I was like, oh, he's laying it out. So the benefit of me having this platform and being able to do this is not only do I get to hang out with my guys, yourself included, but I get cheat code information too.
Yeah.
You are reinforcing things. This is kind of like nobody's here. You just saying, Lindsay, you know how I go. You gotta. Some people drop off too soon.
Yeah.
Like you said, the one. He's just cool and everybody like Trey, but he in the gym. I know he used to be like open up the gym early, or you would say, look, I'm here. If y'all ain't gonna be here, this is it. Setting that standard and just putting in that work, man. I think it's such an overly used term, but I thank you for that. So soon we got to get you together to get your X's and O's. So what's your outlook as being the coach of the AllStar team, man? How's that go? I ain't talked to no AllStar coaches before. Talk to me.
This my first time AllStar. So I don't know how many did they go, but just from watching the game over the years, AllStar game is supposed to be cool.
Yeah,
make my sub.
Yeah,
technical.
Yeah,
try to get these guys some buckets.
But if it get to be a moment, if it get to get close,
I get the coach.
Yeah, you get the coach. One other thing I want to go back to what you said, and this has been a great sit down. You talked about the financial part, and we're in a society, myself included, as an entrepreneur, that people will say, "Man, if you ain't paying me, I want to hear it." But you're very transparent, acknowledge ain't no bread, wasn't no bread there, and it ain't really no bread until you a far level beyond. But just talk about the importance that the love is there and it's so fulfilling. I mean, just want to touch on that a little bit more about the financial part or the non-financial part, if you will.
It's like when because I talked to my homeboys and stuff, and they was like, well, it's something you do for free. I've been doing it for free. Like, I just like being in the gym. If I had the opportunity to open up the gym for the kids and go play and go work out, I would do it. Getting paid or having the title of a head coach or assistant coach or whatever, I would do it. So it goes beyond basketball or if you're doing something that you love, it's easy to do. Getting paid for it is a bonus. So, I know you love doing this.
Yes,
and, and your platform is growing and growing, and I don't know what the money situation is with it. But
I just add this: the money is growing.
It is,
and it's not just a hungry man hustle, but just like you, these opportunities present themselves where they come. But I just had to add it. Don't think I'm out here on my knuckles, y'all. I'm making mine happen too.
Right, doing all right. But even being a varsity high school coach and putting in the work, like the time spent in the gym, the time talking to kids, the time doing this, you ain't getting paid much.
Right.
Like I didn't.
But you know what I'll say to that at this point, especially quote unquote post pandemic, is that the freedom we get to do what we do is more valuable than anything.
Right.
Because I know what it's like to have a lot, but my daughter's straight. She was just with me earlier setting up. My daughter's cool. I'm good. My schedule's good. I'm going on vacation in a minute. I mean, stuff is happening, and I'm in the gym hanging out with my guys, and everybody can't do that.
Right. And I just think everybody should take the opportunity to do something they love. Like,
but Trey, I'm scared. I don't want to, man. It's going to take a long time. I don't want to jump out there, man. It's going to take me a long time to be a head coach. It's just, I don't know what people might say something if I stop doing this and start doing that.
Man, like that's the person that you don't want to have a job, man. If that gets you up out of there, because at the end of the day, when it comes to me in basketball, I don't even have to have this title or this job to love. I love hoop, but I'm just saying, like, I think everybody should do something they love at least a little bit out of the day or a little bit out of the week or the month, because I work in the treasury department. The tax, I look at tax returns and stuff. It pays the bill. I don't love paying taxes, but imagine if that's all I did. That sucks. That's, you know what I'm saying. That's not the. I didn't grow in high school and be like, oh, I want to do taxes when I get over. But it's cool. But I just feel like it gives you when you're passionate about something, you should do it. If you like ain't writing, regardless if you writing books or not, just write.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
and you're an author as well.
Yeah, I always like to write, even since I was a kid and a small kid in high school and stuff like that. And even now, just translating my love for basketball over to like that.
Yeah.
Because like I'm trying to work on a book. I did the little calendar thing.
Sure,
so it's just
sure.
like me.
And that's how let's work on language. It wasn't a little calendar thing, because I found that especially in the black culture, we use the term "little" and it's kind of a slight. When we get used to it, we kind of diminish it. So I just want to be mindful of it now, and watch out for the ones that say, "Yeah, I saw your little calendar." So with that being said, the one thing I want to say with the time that we have is that you talked about your day job, you know, in treasury, and I get that. But at the end of the day, no one would identify you as a treasurer or trader. They would say, "Oh, the coach." And isn't that something that day job is taking care of all those finances, if we will, you know, to keep you off? I swear you got a plug with Nike or something. Man, you come with you make, you know, dang, did that was the FedEx box?
I feel like they need to send me a check here.
Yeah, you need to.
I was in the room with Nike down.
You like, hey, this is our next model coming out the runway.
Time, man. Nike, man. So I got to slow down.
But here's the thing, though. I just think to the message that we got out, and I think it was an excellent message with this time that we had. But your identity is not in that 9 to 5. Your identity is who you are in this community. And it's Coach Trey. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's invaluable, because that's what's impacting people. That's who you are. And it's just unfortunate that people don't get the opportunity to work to get to this point to be known as that.
Yeah, like I said, just dropping off too soon, not wanting to put in the work. I would always love to be a head coach. Never really even thought it being realistically being able to be the head coach at Everett High School. You know, you just see, my coach Jones was there all the time, and see like the opportunity to do so. Right. So, I tell people like it's kind of surreal. Like I'm coaching where I went to school, where I played at. So it's really smooth to me, and I love the boys, and they always got me in the gym whenever possible. And like I said, you can tell I'm passionate about it. So if it turns into more, that's just a blessing on top of it.
But what I'll say with the time we have, we'll let you get ready to do your X and O's and do your little AllStar coach walk. I want to watch your AllStar coach walk. The reason why you had that job, because you didn't want it. The reason why you got it, because you were so focused on what needed to be done. I think so many of us miss out on trying to strategize to get something, because you might not really want them problems.
Right.
All our kids want to go D1. I said, do you really want them D1 problems? Meaning what comes with it. So I say the whole time you've been working, and opportunities present themselves. So I want to tell people, if they work, do like Coach Trey. Just put in the work. Don't drop off, and you'll be around to get it. Is that fair to say?
That's definitely fair to say.
Yeah. You got anybody you want to shout out before we get up out of here?
I want to shout out my Everett High School basketball team, all my alums, everybody that supported me on this road to becoming the varsity coach. Everybody that's encouraged me to do so, and hey, all the other coaches in the CAC, red, blue, white, whatever color y'all in. Hey, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Got a season for y'all.
Be back. Well, I can't wait to get over to Everett game and we sit down and talk just like this in your building as you make it happen as a head coach at Everett High School. So happy for you. Appreciate our relationship and our friendship. Such a cool dude. This is Lindsey Hustle with SPS at the 2021 AllStar game with Coach Trey holding down the West. He say the West side is the best side. We'll see you guys next. Maybe do the next one in Aruba, huh?
Man, no, we gonna go somewhere else. We gotta go to Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii. Okay. I love it. Hey, this is SPS. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Hey, folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS. Thank you for watching the video, and also thank you for supporting our young people. I'm in a very unique position. I am a sports psychology consultant, but I also have media credentials, cover collegiate and high school sports. Just the past few seasons, I covered Michigan State football and basketball as an example. And one thing is true across the board for college level athletics, they do not, in most cases, prepare our young people to talk to the media. I'm probably the friendliest media person they'll come in contact with. So with that being said, I want to offer my service to you and to your young person as it relates to media training, not only to help them be successful talking to the media regarding their sports, but also in life. Give them the confidence to communicate who they are and put a positive foot forward. So with that being said, you can reach me at the email below, lh@TheSPSEdge.org. We are a nonprofit organization, so anything you do is not only going to support your young person, but other young people as well as it relates to overcoming mental toughness and mental health in today's society. So with that, thank you for your support. Hopefully I can help your young person get the SPS Edge.